Hey guys, good morning, happy Wednesday. Welcome to Danielle's weekly book buzz. So last week I showed you a few of the new titles that had just come out, mid-season new titles. And since then, I had told you I had two boxes. One box came in time for Danielle's weekly book buzz and the other one was coming the next day. So I figured today I would show you most, if not all, of the rest of them. So first off, as I've mentioned, I was really excited that they came out with new Billie B. Brown books and new Hey Jack books. So if you're familiar with Billie B. Brown and Hey Jack, they are next door neighbors. They have chapter books. Okay, so before these came out, there were 15 chapter books for each. So, and they can be purchased individually or you can get them as a set. But now Billie came out with two new titles and Jack came out with two new titles. And then, which I've never seen before, there's a book that's both of them. They have both of their logos on the front. Okay, so Billie and Jack. So Billie, her name is Billie B. Brown, and she lives next door to Jack. So they each have their own series. Billie has some picture books of when she's in preschool. Then she has this set. Then she has her mystery series for when she's a little bit older. And the mystery series has 6 books in it. Hey Jack is her next door neighbor. And he has 15 books in his series. So these books are really awesome. They are $4.99 each. They're Kane Miller, Australia. They are written by Sally Rippin, who I actually got to meet at the convention last year. She's also the writer of the Polly and Buster books, which there's 3 in those, which I highly recommend those too. But those are thick chapter books for a little bit older, I'd say like 3rd, 4th, and up. But the Hey Jack are really awesome. And the Billie B. Brown. I know a lot of people whose kids were a little hesitant with reading and, struggling, and they really got into these series and now really enjoy reading. So they're really great. They're beginning chapter books. So there's about 4 chapters usually, I think, in each book. So just to show you inside, this is Hey Jack, the extra special group. So chapter 1, and with Jack, morning. With Jack, he always starts with what type of mood he's in, which is really fun. So you can see the font size is pretty large, and there are pictures throughout, not on every page, but there are pictures. Okay, so that was chapter 1, was 15 pages long. Hey, Wendy. So the 2 new Hey Jacks are Hey Jack, the extra special group, and Hey Jack, the star of the week. And then the 2 new Billie B. Browns are the Missing Tooth and the Bully Buster. So I'll show you inside. So here we go, chapter 1. And there's certain words, certain feeling words that are usually highlighted, and some noise words that are highlighted throughout. And here you go, you see Billie and Jack are there. So in each book, Billie and Jack are both in it. They're best friends. They live next door to each other. But then this new one, they're both the headliners here. They both have their logos. So it's a Billie B. Brown and Hey Jack book. And this one is a little bit thicker than the others. Not much, but a little bit thicker. And I read this one to Mikey the other day, and he absolutely loved it. It's about, this one's the Book Buddies, so it's about reading groups, and they're partnered up with a buddy, and they're both nervous. Billie is a really good reader, and she's partnered up with someone, I believe it's in kindergarten, and then Jack struggles a little, and he's partnered with an older kid, and he's very nervous about it, but it all works out in the end, and they love their partners. So, really cool. If you are a Billie B or Hey Jack fan, these are totally awesome new books that you definitely want to check out. I'm so excited about them. Okay, so that's Billie B and Hey Jack. So a total of 5 new books came out. 2 Billies, 2 Jacks, and then 1 together. Okay, the next book that came out that's really cool is Comparisons Big and Small. So they came out with a biggest and tallest book, and that was a flat book. This one is a picture book. It is a Kane Miller, England. It is $14.99, and it's a really cool way to compare things. They had a comparison book previously, but that was for like a little bit older age. This one is can go for younger, but also for older. So really cool. It explains about, it has the contents, and then it explains about this book and about comparisons showing sizes and things like that. So this is big, tall, and long. So it compares the different animals and tells you how tall they are. So for instance, this is one of the biggest eagles in our skies. It's the Philippine eagle. Its wingspan is the same length as the world's biggest turtle, which is the leatherback turtle. So that's really cool. This penguin, an emperor penguin, is as tall as a 7-year-old, and it's the tallest of the penguins. And it compares each one, which is really cool. And then we have growing up, and it talks about different sizes. And then here it says that your organs inside grow too. By the time you're an adult, your small intestine will have grown longer than a python. So really cool. It really makes you understand how long these things are. I definitely would not have thought to compare it to a python, but that's a really cool way to actually picture it. Okay, then this is Ready, Set, Go. So this is speed, and it gives you all of these different things and how they compare. So the cheetah versus a tortoise versus a chicken, a human, a cat, and then the horse, greyhound, and the hare all run at similar speeds, which I thought was pretty cool because I had no idea that that was the case. So, but there's all different things. The wildest weather. It's talking about huge hailstones and how much snow in one day in certain places and rain. And the wave, the highest ever tsunami, was higher than the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Like, how cool is that? And I've seen the Eiffel Tower, and it's a lot bigger than I thought it was. So, wow. Spacey stuff. Big Blue Giant. Thrilling throws. Shot put. Welly boot. Paper plane. Discus. Javelin. So, really fun. Sky high. The tallest buildings. So, really fun way to compare things. So that's that one. Then I read these during story time, but I didn't get to explain them in Danielle's weekly book buzz, so I figured I'd come and show you a celebration of brothers and a celebration of sisters. So these books I really thought that they were like a celebration of sisters was for people who just had girls, so like 2 sisters, 3 sisters, whatever. And then the brothers one is just for brothers, but that's not the case. There's actually, in both, it gives you all different scenarios. So an older sister with a younger brother with an older sister, younger sister with an older brother, step brothers, half brothers, stepsisters, half sisters, friends that become brothers, and friends that become sisters. So really cool. So I have a boy and a girl, so I had to get both, and they're really fun. They have a great rhyming to them. They're similar, but they're not like the same story, just saying sister versus saying brother. So they're really fun, and I love the covers are really cool. Alexandra explained it that they're kind of like, they kind of feel like canvas. So they're not shiny. They're like a material type, but they're hardcover. So here are the backs. This is the sister book. This is the brother book, and they're Kane Miller England. They're $11.99. So just to show you inside, here's a celebration of brothers. Families are different with brothers big and small. Stepbrothers are half brothers. We love them one and all. So it talks about on your worst days, they're there to help you. Sometimes they can be annoying, which is an important thing to talk about when you talk about brothers and sisters. But that, you know, ultimately they make each other's lives much better and a lot of fun. And they and then friends can become brothers, and just really cute. And the sister one, sisters share all your hopes and they soothe all your fears as days drift to months and float into years. So about all different things that sisters can do. Older sisters might lead or take a back seat. Sisters may copy your style, but they'll be the first one. They'll want to talk to you first. So, and you know, that sisters may irritate. Sometimes they're rude, but on your worst days, they'll brighten your mood. And that, you know, things can get messy, but, you know, it works out in the end. So they made a mess in the kitchen, but then they made a birthday cake for a family member. So, really fun. Great, great book for siblings. Okay, and then we have This Is Crab. So this is the newest. The first one that came out is This Is Owl, and that one also had a coordinating plush that you could get. Then there was This Is Frog, which just came out recently, and now this one is This Is Crab. So these are really fun interactive books. It says a gripping, tipping, nipping interactive book. So it's really cool to read to your kids. They get to do things. It asks them to knock on its shell. It asks them to, you know, shift the page so that it's walking like a crab, you know. So really fun stuff. And you learn a little bit about a crab, things that you might not have thought about with a crab. So I'll read you the first 2 pages. This is a bit embarrassing. I wanted to introduce you to my friend Crab, but he's refusing to come out of his cave. Let's try a drum roll with our fingers to tempt him out into the open. So you drum roll. Hooray! So he's there, and then you have to, here you have to shake the book from side to side so that he can set off in a sideways scuttle. You have to push away the rock. It turns out it's not a rock. And then there's like little flaps in it, so you have to move the coral. And then here, I love these. There's always a page that has like multiple flaps on one page, which I love. So they're asking where Crab is. So they're asking the fish, and they don't know. And then they ask the turtles, and they don't know. And then they ask the tang fish. And just really fun. And then, you know, Crab's shell has a crack. You have to tap it to make the crack bigger so he can get his shell off. Really cute. So this one is a Kane Miller England, and it is $14.99. Okay. The one other thing I wanted to show you, but I think it's going to take a while, so maybe I'll either do it later today or I'll save it for next week, is the Usborne storybooks. So these are awesome new sets. This is the beginner set. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 books in it. And they're the classics. So Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, Elves and the Shoemaker, Gingerbread Man, Puss in Boots, Rapunzel, Snow White. So really cool. I'll just show you the picture. Oh, it says 12 on the back. Could have just looked at that. So that's the beginning readers. And then we have developing readers. So beginning says young children who are starting to read real stories with a little help and support. Well-known fairy tales, beautifully illustrated with fun activities and talking points after each story. And this one is developing readers. This one has 10 books in it. Developing readers are for children who are steadily gaining the practice and confidence they need to read independently. These popular myths and legends are beautifully illustrated with fun activities and talking points. So here we have Pinocchio, Alice in Wonderland, Aladdin, Little Mermaid, The Wind in the Willows, and several others. And then finally, the last one is for confident readers. And it says confident readers are children who are now building their reading range and stamina in order to tackle longer, more challenging books. These retellings of timeless classics are beautifully illustrated with fun activities and talking points. And this one has 10 books as well. So the beginner has 12, the other two have 10. And this one has A Midsummer Night's Dream, Dracula, Frankenstein, Great Expectations, Oliver Twist, Romeo and Juliet, Wizard of Oz, Jungle Book. So really cool. So I'll show you guys in a separate video in depth of these. I have to open them because they're sealed with shrink wrap. They're Usborne books. Obviously, they got the little, say Usborne storybook, and they have a little Usborne hot air balloon. These are $44.99 each, which is a really good deal. They're really nice size. They are a paperback book, and they're like essentially they're the classics that are beautifully illustrated for your kids who are starting to and then building confidence in reading. So I'm really excited about these, and I will show you in depth of those next time. Okay, so as always, if you need anything, let me know. If you have any questions, I'm here for you. And as always, you can find any of these books on my website, which is daniellebookbuzz.com. And I hope you have a great day. I will be live at 11 in the VIP group for Storytime Live right now, while the kids are off for an extended period of time. I am doing Storytime Live twice a day, once at 11 a.m. Eastern and once at 7 p.m. Eastern. So definitely hop over to the VIP if you're not watching this in the VIP, and tune in for Storytime Live at 11 o'clock. Okay, I hope everybody has a great day and stay healthy. Have a great day. Bye.